Hey, what's up? It's your boy DJ Stylez.
And I'm Just B, and this is Just B Talking with Stylez podcast.
I want to give a special thank you.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Guy.
Yes. Thank you.
For hosting us here, right here at the lovely Black Wall Street Liquid Lounge. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you guys show up. Shout out to my boy Cody Ransom. Shout out to my boy Paid Way behind the scenes. You know, we didn't have no paid tea.
We didn't have no paid tea. We're gonna have to get
Stay tuned. We got some paid tea coming in the next episode. Trust that we got paid tea coming
paid tea next time, I promise you.
And of course, special shout out to the lovely Miss Alexis Renee.
Yes. Again, thank you. And make sure y'all come check it out again. We at the Black Wall Street Liquid Lounge. It's right here on the corner of Greenwood and Arch.
We're here, season 3, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy DJ Stylez.
And I'm Just B, and this is Just B Talking with Stylez podcast. And we back season 3.
Yes, sir. I gotta stand up. Season 3. They really think we're gonna make season 1. We here.
You
know what I'm
say
saying? Some people didn't think.
They didn't know, okay?
I'm gonna let you know, Alexis. Some people just didn't think.
They didn't think y'all.
Some people didn't think.
We got that on the way, you know, but it sounds good. We know who really love us and support us, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all get a lot of love.
Yeah, we
I made a
do.
statement the other day, like, you know, you might not know who all support you, but I mean, you know the ones that do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We definitely feel the love, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about consistency, you know, like just continuing to do it. Like more people gotta respect it. A lot of people don't, you know, start. You don't see them same people that didn't think you could make it past season 1. They go,
Right.
oh, I saw y'all from the beginning.
Yeah,
Right.
all that. Yeah.
I mean, that's big facts, man. But I know everybody's tuning in right now, man. We got the superstar of the town right now joining us.
Yes,
We had
from
to
the
do it big.
ATL.
We had to do it big.
Yeah, I mean, I had to come back, man. Like, I just been missing being back home. My bad. I didn't mean to just jump into
No,
you
jump
good.
into
Please,
it.
No, I just
dive in, okay?
I really just felt like I needed to be back home. I haven't been home in like almost 2 years, but you know, like I was telling you off air, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta come back. You gotta, you know, sit on your grandma's couch.
You gotta go back to the roots.
You gotta like drive past your old high school, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just really been missing being back home. I think a lot of it has been, you know, with this whole COVID stuff and, you know,
2020 itself is definitely.
it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
And then you start to realize all you got
stuff.
is your family and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, just been trying to get back.
We glad to have you back.
I'm glad for y'all having me, man. I don't do it. I really
I'm honored
Because people don't know your story. That's why I'm so
Yeah.
happy. That's why I'm so happy you're here. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I didn't
You
mean to cut
good?
you.
No.
She was like, "What I'm doing?" I'm like, "People don't know your story, man."
Nah,
You know,
for real.
I'm so happy that you're here to express that. But yeah.
Yeah, what I was saying was like it was crazy how like this came about because I was literally watching your video with Timbaland or whatever, you know, doing your thing with the freestyle.
little freestyle.
Love it. Nah, we gonna say little. You really be killing that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that.
And I just happened to like hit him up, and at the same time, like we texted, and I was like, I want to do Alexis Renee. Like, if we gonna come back hard, we
That's
gotta
hard.
come big. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard.
And he was like, that's weird because she just said something about that.
For real?
Yeah.
That's dope,
And
man.
shout out to our guy, Nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We love
Oh yeah,
him.
Nasty, man. Shout out to
He
my boy Nasty.
definitely.
Listen, can I say something about Nasty real quick?
Hey, listen, go right ahead.
Listen. First of all, I didn't think me and Nasty was gonna be friends that long. we've been knowing each other for a long time. I think probably, I don't know, maybe, I think high school is when I met him, like 9th grade year.
Yeah.
But like he really has, you know, sometimes you don't know how like close you are until like some real situations happen and stuff like that. So I remember, and I'm not gonna jump ahead, but like my mom passed away in like 2016, and so I had came down here, and you know, because my sister had to move back down here with my dad, and I was just, you know, coming to make sure that, you know, the transition was easy and everything. And then I was like, dang, okay, so I gotta go back and you know, finish what I started. And so I went back to Atlanta. And Nasty, I was just like, hey, can you ride back to Atlanta with me? And, you know, he was just like, yeah, I'll go. Like, you know, it wasn't no questions asked, nothing.
Yeah, no,
he rode back, you know, the whole 12 hours with me. And then he helped me move into my new apartment, like go get everything out of storage. Before the furniture was in, slept on the floor, like
he was there.
You know, he was there, really, stepped it up for me, and anything I needed, you know, he always been pretty solid, and we, you know, it's one of them friends, like you never know who's gonna be around, but he definitely. You know,
I salute
to my
shout out to my boy,
Nasty.
Nasty.
You
Nasty
definitely gotta
Music.
give people their roses while they here.
Nasty
Sure.
Music,
So,
man. Shout out to my boy Nasty.
Yeah, that's
Music.
definitely
Real.
somebody I've been rocking with for like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So I definitely.
And he went to Atlanta and turned up. Like he has a whole new
I've seen
sound.
his growth
Yeah.
from literally from when we
His
was in
new
high
music
school
on his
to
project
now.
is hard. Like,
Oh yeah, he
Definitely.
definitely coming with something new.
He played it for
I
you?
love it.
Man,
I've heard some.
I heard a few
yeah,
records. I'm like,
so.
I seen
It's
that. He trying to
different.
turn up.
Yeah,
Different.
it is. He coming with some real grown and tank vibe. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely loving that. So I want to go back to that part 'cause you kind of like hit a little nerve. You know, I'm gangster, but I have a little moment sometimes. No, when you said like you lost your mom, like I experienced that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually lost both my parents like a year and a half of each other. And so in those moments, like you said, you really don't know who. I mean, you know, we connect with people just because we all in the town, we all went to school together, or we all stay in the same hood. So we had to, you know, kind of connect with each other. But when stuff like that happens and you really don't know, like, I need that strength around me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to have those people and do that, it's like, yeah, you definitely have to give their recognition all the time, because some people definitely need that.
Yeah.
Especially like you said with this whole pandemic, it definitely made you like really look and reflect on a lot of stuff. For me, definitely, that's why we was talking last night. Like ups and downs for 2020 have definitely been.
It's been crazy.
Crazy,
Yeah,
like it's no other way to
start off crazy.
It's no other way.
I mean, I feel like with that situation, like a lot of people can't think past something like that happening.
Yes.
Like that's people's worst nightmare, like losing my mom.
Yeah.
And I mean that was mine for sure. But I think one thing that it does, I remember Kanye saying something about it like some years ago, but it made me like revisit it. But he was just talking about like fear and how, you know, if you lose a parent, you know, you lose your mom, like what else are you afraid of?
Like how do you go
point?
through life without that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be your whole mindset, because all you know through your life is these people. So
anybody I mean, you know, anytime you go through something, that's who you call.
Right.
But it what I will say is that it did make me fearless in a lot of areas, like just being able to walk in a room, like not really caring, like, you know, what somebody thought of me, or, you know, speaking my mind and not being like in fear of what people, you know, because at that point, like, shoot, the worst thing already happened. So like, what's the worst that can happen after that?
I feel you on that one. It's like at this point, you really can't take no more than that. So it's like whatever else is kind of like it bounced off of you. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like that's kind of how it was. I kind of seen more of my strength, you know what I'm saying, in my faith after that happened, because it's like that can mentally take a person out, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I got children too, so it's like trying to be strong.
Yeah, you gotta be strong for
as
the
well.
children
So it's like, you know, it's a lot, but it makes you like look at yourself different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think, I mean, it just make you look at everything. Then you start looking at the birds different.
I mean, the way you breathe different now. You know
I remember like just a few days after she passed, just being like, just looking at the sky, and like you really start paying attention to nature when you lose somebody. It really connects you to like earth.
Yeah.
And so I mean, after that happened, I was just really trying to figure it out, trying to get back, like, you know, dang, how do I bounce back from this? This ain't like, you know.
That healing process is amazing.
I mean, I don't know when it completely heals, if it does.
I don't know, because I feel like every day I'm just coping. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like I'm healing, but then, it's like you kind of just adapt, is what I like to say. I'm adapting to what my life is now than what it was, you know.
And, you know, like with that, I was thinking about, like, how you know, when you lose somebody, it's, you know, you start to look at other people and just realize, you know, how much they mean to you, how much, you know, what role they played in your life and stuff. So, but I'm just trying to make sure that I just try to get better in every area in my life, every time I do something, because you get caught up in like your ways, and like you lose somebody, like, dang, I could have done this better, I could have done that better.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So you definitely grow from there. But with that being said, you know, with the downs, it definitely comes with some wins.
There's some wins in there too.
Speaking of wins, and I love to talk about wins because your wins are incredible. You go from Tulsa, go to Atlanta, you hook up with a great producer, Jazzy Faye. And I know in the midst of your mother's death, and you know, you was going, no telling what all the stuff you was going through.
Yeah.
Jazzy Faye, you know, just comes into your life.
Yeah.
Now, that's a rumor I heard you was high as hell, but I don't know if that's true.
Where did I say that? I remember I said that.
That's a rumor I heard. I heard you was high as hell when you met him. I was like, dang, she was high.
Listen, it was an edible, man. I was just
just fading, like, did you
know?
It was, you know, the edibles make you sleepy, but it was me and my homegirl. We were in the studio, and because I was really about to quit doing music. I did quit. Actually, Nasty was like, nah, just, you know, keep going up to the studio and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, I'm about to go.
But there go Nasty.
Because he was up there. Like, you know, he had went up there with me, and he stayed, you know, a good amount of time. Yeah. But, so I had just started going to the studio with my homegirl, and it was just kind of crazy to see, you know, people just was gravitating to me, and I'm like, I'm not even trying. You know, I worked so hard for so long, and it was like I didn't feel like I got to where I wanted to be, and I'm like, well, forget it. You know what I mean? Can I cuss?
You said,
all right.
We is raw, unfiltered.
Okay, I probably won't, but I just want to know in case I was up.
So,
but what was I saying? So when I had got back up there, and I just started going back to the studio, and I wasn't really caring. I was just going up there, but people just had gravitated towards me, and I'm like, that's crazy. When you're not really trying, everything kind of falls in your lap. And I think a lot of times, like as artists or as just creative people, we be trying to like look for the next thing that's gonna put us on, instead of just doing what you do best and not worrying about like where the next opportunity is gonna come. Because if you perfect what you do, then
gonna be there.
Everything just gonna fall in your lap. That's what that whole situation.
So you was just high.
I was high. Yeah, my bad.
You was high. He walked in the room.
My bad. So we was at the studio one night because we would just stay up there all the time, and then there was some edibles, like these little cookies or whatever, and I was like, take some. So I didn't know how much to take, you know.
But you knew there was edibles.
I knew there was edibles.
Okay, I was wondering, was it just cookies or something? I was like, hey, I got you.
This is like really when I started like smoking marijuana and stuff.
Okay.
But at that time I was just like starting with like edibles, and then I started like
ease your way to the flower.
Yeah. And so I was like, we was kind of like sleepy in there because you know it's like a body high.
Right.
Yeah.
And
especially when you just sit for a while too.
I'm just I like to record in the dark, so it's dark in there.
Oh, you got the vibes.
Yeah, I'm falling asleep, and then like he walks in. Or the Travis Cherry is the producer's name, who's where we was working at, and he worked on a lot of like Jay Holiday stuff, and
Jay Holiday, for sure.
Yeah, and so he would just let us use his room and write, and then we was in there. He brought in Jazzy Faye, and I'm like, oh shit, like in my mind, because you know your body ain't really communicating with your mind, so I'm like, damn. And my homegirl, she was still kind of asleep, and I'm like, because we had started writing songs for other people at the studio, and that was my way of getting back in there. So I'm like, hey, you know, Jazzy in here, he started listening to our music, he liked it, and he was like, well, let's do something, pull up a track. I'm like, really? Damn, we about to do a track with Jazzy Faye tonight. And so I'm texting her in the background, like he right there, but we texting each other like, oh my God, did you hear what he said? And then so we started writing on this track, and she was too high that night. She was just too high. I was like, listen, you better put a sentence on this song or what. You never know what it's gonna. You don't know, like, or who it's gonna land with or whatever. And she just couldn't snap out of it. I'm like, oh hell no, I didn't come this far. Move away from Atlanta. Yeah. You know, have a whole, you know, career before this, and then like get in a room with a legend somebody I used to watch on TV and just like not really. And he ready to work. It ain't like he trying to charge us. Right. It ain't like he, you know, nothing
like
crazy.
Organically,
great opportunity.
He was just like, let's work. And I'm like, okay. So that same night we did a track. And it was finished. I was like, damn, okay. They started bouncing the track. And they sent it to me. And I remember just going home. And this Nasty was already gone. It was just me at the house at this point. Yeah. And I remember just like hooking my little speaker up and getting in the shower, just playing the song. And I was just crying in the shower like, damn, I can't believe like, you know, the things that are happening now. Yeah. I can't even share it with my mom. Man. And this is like one of those moments that I want to be like, yo, I was in the studio. Yeah. He want to work with me again tomorrow. We actually did a song together, and it was like a bittersweet moment. But like, I don't think he still knows like how much he like impacted like my career and encouraged me, because I don't know if I would have hopped back in it
in that moment. Yeah.
I don't know who could have talked me into like, you know, being an artist again. I was cool, like just writing for people. And so when I did that, I was like, damn, okay. You know, Jazzy, he fucking with my music. So like, I'm gonna just keep going back every single day. And, you know, we really built a really cool like relationship and stuff. And I mean, he's still like a big brother to me. He still FaceTime every once in a while or whatever.
That's lit.
Hey, shout out to Jazzy.
Shout out to Jazzy.
Shout out to Jazzy. Yes. I want people like to just take a listen to this song, because I mean, like, it's pretty dope.
Produced by Sneed. That dude Sneed. He over there on the side too. Hey.
You recorded this in the town, huh?
Yeah, what's this called? Panamera. Okay. Yeah, I dropped it. We shot it in Atlanta though.
How long you been in Atlanta?
A long time. Probably like almost 11 years now. Yeah. I mean, just back and forth. Yeah. I've been pulling artists back and forth to Atlanta, try to get, you know, like.
Yeah, I definitely always see you connected with the town. You know, that's why I was telling Nasty. I was like, it had been a while since I had like followed you. Mm-hmm. Last time I seen you, you was like doing the freestyles, like the cypher.
Oh yeah.
So, like you had just moved to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So then when I started seeing, I think I started getting back up on your music like a couple of years ago, maybe a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And then that's why I was telling him, like, I seen all your reactions and what's been going on. So and Nasty always keep in touch with you too, especially since I started with the podcast.
Yeah.
I definitely.
And this is dope, man. I just want to tell y'all while I'm here in front of y'all, like, I really, you know, love what y'all doing. Like, it's really dope. And and I'm not just saying that just because I'm here. Like, I really, really mean that. Like, I want everybody here to, you know, just keep going, man. Like, I feel like everybody close to really building like a good foundation. I think everybody just got to do their part. Yeah. You know,
it's long overdue for us.
Oh yeah, it's
definitely our generation is long overdue, because we really come from that generation of like young souls. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to actually start seeing us putting our stamp in the town now. It's like
it's dope to see.
It's
man.
Definitely dope. Yeah.
That's why when I came down here, I know I'm only gonna be down here till like Sunday, Monday at the latest. But I was like, man, I was just hitting people up like, yo, if you need a verse from me, let me know.
Yeah.
Because
I know you're gonna be moving around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not, but I think that's important for people to do. Like when they get a wave. Yeah. I think the what's been hurting the town is like when people are popping. Mm-hmm. They don't want to affiliate with people because they want to, you know, it's all about me right now. Yeah. And you know, and I started doing this young, so I'm sure that I had went through that phase before. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize like what's gonna really, you know, make a difference. So when I came down, I started just hitting people up like, yo, don't, you know, hit me up. Let me know if you need a verse. because at this point you can't get support from your city and not find a way to give back. So it's like, I'm not just doing collab with everybody.
Right.
I think that'll start watering you down. But
of course, but you definitely still show love.
Of course.
The city.
I mean, you're a true example, definition of, you making a way. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do. You on your way to success, and you come back to try to open the doors.
Yeah, it's like let's do
that.
this together.
Right.
Because just as important as like a artist is, like the DJs are important.
Yeah.
I hit up Big Rich, I hit up Wayne. I'm like, look,
Facts.
I got some tracks. Let's drop them like DJ Khaled. They'll be y'all's featuring me. Let's just do this and shoot the videos. The artist that's been really putting in work, I hit him up like, yo, let's do these. I got some verses. Let me know. I'll come through while I'm in town. But
speaking of artists, I'm sorry, let's pause right there. What artists are you like in tune with?
What, in Tulsa?
Yeah,
like locally.
Of course, Nasty, Quan, A-Star, Cuddy, Gang Tie. I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but I'm just,
It's
off
all good.
the top.
Sound like this is
We got a
top
lot
5
now.
right there.
Yeah.
Top 5 right there for sure.
Dash. I be following all the Oklahoma music pages, just trying to stay on top of what's going on, because I feel like it's a good time for everybody to connect. If everybody got some momentum, even if it ain't, the momentum that each artist want, like we could just, let's do something together. If y'all need to come to Atlanta, if y'all want me to hook up some interviews for y'all in Atlanta.
Network. Network.
Listen,
I'm glad you preaching that.
For
Network.
sure, I'm not.
we will definitely be making it real soon.
Network. I'm
okay?
glad you preaching that, because some
Atlanta is
people
on my
like
list.
turn their nose up to the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You make it, or you on your own way, like you say, and then it's like, I don't even want to reach out.
Every man for himself, yeah. But it's a blessing when you got, like, how we are now. It's not been like this in a long time. So now,
I don't even know if ever, like.
Yeah, truthfully, because it's like, well, I say long time because I'm like, back in high school, we all did like support each other, you know what I'm saying, did like that. But as adults, I think this is the first time.
And as kids, though, it's like, it's a lot of ego involved, you know what I mean? I'm the hottest, whatever. But I think at the end of the day, that don't get nobody nowhere. So just making sure that we connect the dots, like that, it's bigger than just one person. It's bigger than just one song or one opportunity. It's really about like the legacy that you leave for your city. And so I was just driving around, like when I was telling y'all, it's time for me to come back home and just go to all these places I used to go to. And I was driving around and, like by my mom's high school, and, I just remember being in the back seat, and this is where I went to school at, and, this is where, like, all these stories.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're away, chasing your dreams or doing whatever you want to do, like, you start losing sight of what made you want to do this in the first place. So, being able to come back and, like, you see your family members, everybody's getting older. Some people's situation hasn't changed, and you just kind of carry that weight on your back, like, damn, if I don't do it, I don't know how many other generations are gonna have to come up the way that I did and not be able to break through. So, it's important.
Yeah, it definitely is, because I feel that, like, truthfully.
Breaking that generation
Yeah, trying to break that generation.
We all have seen the same things. Like, I feel like, Black families, like, we just, are getting to this place where it's like, all right, let's create our own everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it gotta stop somewhere. So we might as well.
it's stopping.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I want to talk about this song being on 2K.
Let's talk
saying.
about
How
that.
did that?
I want to talk about that.
Elephant out the room. Elephant out the
You know
room.
what I'm saying? Because I hear you now all over my house. Because
For
my
real?
son
See,
is
I
awesome.
like that.
My son is up on everybody that we interview and all that, so he'll go to y'all
And check
Instagram,
out the stuff.
check it out and all that. So I was coming through. Matter of fact, I was fussing at them at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who the fuck is y'all listening to? And I was like,
On the game.
oh, that's Alexis.
On the
That's
game.
hard.
Turn that shit
That's hard. Turn that shit down still.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's like a dream come true. Remember I was telling you I played basketball. And so when I quit, my dad, I know he was heartbroken. Because he didn't have no son, and like that was the closest thing. Like at least she plays basketball.
Yeah, I think all dads would think.
And so like when I quit, he was just heartbroken. And so this is kind of like, you know, like, hey dad, well I know I quit basketball, but I know you play 2K, so my song is on there. It wasn't just all for nothing. And I mean for me too, like I've gotten some music on like some TV shows and like some movies and stuff, but a video game just is different. Like,
that's another level.
It's different because they play it all day, every day.
Do you play the game?
Yes.
Okay,
that's
all
all
I asked. I was like, do you actually play it?
that
You actually play 2K?
Yeah, that's what makes it feel
I know he
better.
stay on it all the time.
All the
Yeah,
time.
man. It's just crazy. You gotta stay on there because you now my player.
You gotta get your player
That's what I'm
right.
trying to say. Now my player. If you do not get your player
Yeah,
right, you
that's
get
all I
lucky out
heard in
there.
my house.
You gotta get it right,
I don't
man.
know none of this.
That is a great
No, you gonna make
accomplishment.
one.
That is a
You
great
gonna make
accomplishment, Alexis. Like for real, that's a great accomplishment.
I appreciate that.
This song Racks. Fuck anybody don't know, my bad. She has a song called Racks.
Racks, for
On
sure.
NBA 2K21 right now. And
It's on all the streaming platforms.
All
so
streaming
yeah.
platforms.
Yes,
Everywhere.
make
You
sure.
can Racks right now.
Download that
How did that
ASAP.
song come about? Like, what you think about those lyrics?
I forgot what it was. We was in the car. Me and my cousin was in the car, and I was listening to some music, and then somebody said something about some racks, and I was like, I got a melody. Let me see if it fit this melody that I was, you know, that I was already messing around with. And so I went back home and I laid it down. I played it for him and my sister's boyfriend, and it was like, yo, that's hard. It was just a hook at that time. I was like, all right, cool. They like it, so let me finish it. And I ended up putting it out, but you know, the song had actually been out a year before it got on the game. It was just, you know, it had
Facts, I saw that. Yeah.
a cool little wave and stuff, but you know, that's another thing. Don't ever like stop promoting your music. Don't ever stop like putting it out, or sending it out. You know what I mean? It may find a home on like a TV show or some shit. Like, so
That's all that matters.
when I found out, I woke up in the middle of the night. I got an email. It was like, this was like probably in June. They hit me, and they were like, you know, the contract was included and everything. I'm like, oh shit, this is okay. Damn. I jumped out of my sleep like crazy. Like, damn, this is.
It was real.
And I was trying to hit the producer up. I was calling and calling and calling. This nigga sleep. I'm like, nigga, wake up. I'm texting him crazy shit. And he wouldn't. So, and then Sneed text him, hey bro, it's on 2K. I'm like, I wanted to tell this nigga. Yeah. So, I mean, it was just one of them things that's like, it really blew my mind. And it was like, okay, so now you gotta turn it up a little more.
Yeah.
You gotta do the next big thing.
Yeah. Take it up another notch. That's just all it is.
But I do want to say about racks, like, I mean, the people that have heard it, it's not, you know, when you see the song or you see the artwork, you might think I'm just bragging about like money and stuff, but it's really a song about like coming from nothing. Like I said, I done lost it all before and got it back for sure.
Yeah, they listen to the lyrics. They don't know that it ain't no bragging. So
Yeah.
you ain't talking
It's
about
more like a
just
celebration, like I done made it through
Yeah.
some shit.
But I get why you gotta say that because some people listen to songs.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
just on the surface.
Look,
and
Right.
people
everything.
will
Facts.
see you on a platform and be asking you for money like you done already made it.
Man, that's a whole nother thing. That is a whole
I
nother
be like,
Cause I was on the
paycheck to
promo with
paycheck,
money
man.
in my hand. I was like the promo videos I was putting. I had like money in my hand, and niggas was like, "Hey, man, I'm not even gonna get into it. Listen, it was just
I can only imagine. But,
already
you got
say.
no, hold on. You gotta give us a line. You gotta give us.
no,
You gotta give us
because people
something.
don't know. But people, you know,
People
when
know who
people
he is.
They know though.
No, when you just gotta be careful of what you put out there, you know what I mean? Because people, you think that, like when I put stuff out, I don't look at myself as like, oh, I'm like, no, I don't think people be just paying attention to shit like that. But niggas pay attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
Surprise. The smallest shit. You be like, man,
Oh yeah, anybody flashing any type of money, trust me, it's gonna.
But I wasn't doing it to just. It was just the song was called Racks, so I was just entertaining the whole. But they
counting exactly. They probably paused the video, saying many racks.
Niggas is paying attention.
They do that nowadays. It's sad.
I'm not gonna do that as much. I mean, I might do, of course, like, you know, it's a part of the whole culture, but not like in a braggadocious way. I think it's important to be conscious of what you put out there.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about money. You don't want to be coming talking
especially
about
when it's money.
Yeah.
Especially money now. I'm not gonna lie. Thinking about money, I just thought about this. What do you think about the Gucci versus Jeezy in ATL?
First of all,
Gucci was all about the money.
Gucci
was all about the style.
Can I tell y'all a story?
You can tell all the stories you want.
Listen, because I was gonna tell this on Instagram. Like, I was gonna do a whole video, and I didn't do it, so I'm gonna tell it on here.
Exclusive! Exclusive!
No, okay, so all of my like dopest memories in Atlanta revolve around Gucci. Like, okay, it's 3 times that I met Gucci. Well, not 3 times that I seen Gucci. Okay, the first time was when I first moved to Atlanta, and we was just kind of doing some like stupid shit, like going to studios and giving mixtapes and stuff. You know, like when you young, you don't really know how to get in the game. You just think
y'all was wrong.
A nigga wanted to get your mix. So I think we went to a studio that he, like, I don't remember what studio it was, but I know it was one of like the poppin' Atlanta labels. And we were just outside waiting for somebody to get there. And we look over and Gucci's driving down the street in like a, I don't know, just a crazy ass car. I don't even know what kind of car it was. But he was just driving and like just in the hood, like just driving around in this expensive ass car by himself. And I just remember thinking like, okay, damn, he really be out here like you said. And so that was the end of that. That was the first time. And then years later, I had moved back to Oklahoma for a little bit. And then me and my homeboy Moneybags had went to Atlanta. And we was at Lenox Mall. And we split up for a little bit. And he went to go get some, I went somewhere else. And I'm walking. It's so funny thinking about how like niggas be really trying to like hunt down celebrities and stuff. But I'm walking and Gucci walked past me and I just turned around and started walking the other way behind him. And I called my homeboy because he did trap music and stuff. So I called him. I'm like, yo, Gucci here. We need to go talk to him, try to get in the studio with him. And I know that's a crazy logic. Like, you know, niggas he don't know who you are.
Right, so
you know,
just by himself, he just walked right past you?
It's like 4 people with him.
Okay, okay.
So I'm like, I call my homeboy, like, let's go talk to him, see if, you know, we can get the collab.
Right.
And so we go down, he was like in finish line getting some shoes from the back or whatever. And my homie, he had a lot of money too. And he was, you know, just talking this shit, just kind of like letting niggas know like I got money too, like, you know. And so he was like, yo, what's up on the collab? He was like, I got, you know, 5 racks on me right now. And Gucci was like, shit, let's go. I was like, and I knew at this time he was getting like well over 20,000 a song. He didn't ask no questions or nothing. He was just like, let's do it. And so it was like, all right. You know, we was both playing it cool, like it was just like some regular shit. We was like, all right, cool. You know, just text us the address to the studio. And then so he actually, he could have just sent the verse back, emailed it, and never came to the studio. But he went to the studio. He was there on time. He wasn't late. He was super nice. What else? He did the track right there. This is the first time I ever really saw somebody like punch in their raps. You know, like, all right, bring it back. Kind of I was like, oh shit. And he went through it fast. It wasn't like he was taking a long time.
No pen, no paper.
He was just punching in. I was like, oh shit, this is cool. I'm gonna try that. And then so after that, he you know, did the song. And then he went over in the same room. It was 2 booths. It was one booth there, and then there was another one with like a strip pole in it. And
he went to the strippers.
It wasn't no strippers, but it was just a pole. But he, look at him. You ready to come out of the studio already? No, it was a dope studio. But he went in there and gambled and won $40,000, put it in his duffel bag, left the studio.
That's some Gucci shit.
And then me and my homeboy, we was in the studio. We was like, damn, that's crazy how this just happened. We was at the mall, came to the studio with Gucci. He did the track for cheap, left, won $40,000. And then he came back to the studio to listen to the song again. Yeah. And he was really open to do whatever he wanted to do with the track. And that's why, you know, a lot of people give credit to Gucci for, like, discovering a lot of artists, because he didn't treat us like we wasn't nobody, or, you know, because we didn't have no name. But he did the track. He wasn't like, he didn't try to, you know, send it to him or, you know, not show up at the studio. He could have left and not came back to the studio, but he didn't. He even invited us the next day to a video shoot. He was shooting with Birdman, and was just really cool. So I know it's a lot of, like, different stories about Gucci that's, like, you know, disrespectful. I'm sure he that too, but I never saw none of that. And so I, you know, when the Versus thing came about, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like, I love Jeezy's music, but Gucci was really, like, when you hear about Atlanta, and you go out to Atlanta and you have some of, like, the biggest memories of Atlanta, or, like, the dopest stories. Like, that's a story that I'm gonna be able to tell, like, you know.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, we still got the song. I'll send y'all the song, too.
You know, I was about to ask about the song.
It ain't my song. It was my homeboy Moneybagg song.
Okay.
I just had wrote the hook and stuff, but.
Oh, you got credit. It's all good.
I mean, not really. It wasn't. Well, I got credit to, you know, brag about, but, like, as far as, like, you know, we wasn't. It was just like, yo, let's just, you know, try to make this the hottest song ever. And so Gucci, hey, he good in my book every day. Like, that's a love.
Hey, I don't care. Alexis wrote a song for Gucci.
Don't tell nobody that. I don't want Gucci coming at me with nothing. But I definitely
that's lit though.
Wanna do a track with Gucci, of course.
You know, I mean, I want to be in his
set that up.
We're going to cut this clip out. I'm going to put it on my page, and then I'm going to tag him, and then we're going to see if he's going to come back and get the verse.
Gucci, know what time it is. Everybody tag him, too.
Yeah. For sure.
So basically, Team Gucci. That's really, that comes down to the question.
Damn.
Gucci versus Jeezy. What did you feel?
Like the outcome?
Yeah, the outcome.
You know, you gotta be careful with some street shit.
I was saying, you
gotta be careful with what you say about some street shit. Yeah. Especially on camera. Off camera, you say what you want, but on camera, I gotta be politically correct about street shit that I'm not involved in. I like the disrespect though. Like, the disrespect it wouldn't have been received no other way because of, like, their background. So just to see him come out, like, from jump, I don't think the streets would have, like, you know, received Gucci coming out like any other way, or not performing the truth. I mean, but I respected Jeezy just sitting up there by himself, like, I think it was.
I mean, he took it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
it was a lot.
Street talk. Ain't no way somebody gonna sit there talking about my dead over here. I'm
sorry, cameras cut.
It's a wrap. Homie gotta go.
They figured it out though, man, because it was a lot going on behind the scenes in the streets that was like, you know, that everybody was kind of split, you know, from dealing with these two, you know, giants out there.
They history go long.
Right.
It's long.
So what do you feel about, you know, them performing the end?
Oh, I thought you were about to ask me who won.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Like, performing at the end, Icy record, performing at the end, talk about the olive branch. What you feel about that?
No, I like that. I don't know. I mean, the performance was kind of awkward because I was like.
Everybody said that.
You know, it was a little cringe.
It still felt.
But it was huge, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, just to see Gucci, you know, attempting to, like, all right, you know, let's put this behind us. And, you know, like, he accepted the olive branch, so I think that made it cool for a lot of people in Atlanta that was feeling like they had to choose sides. So it was dope to see, man. I love that battle. That was the best one.
That really was.
Did y'all like that?
It was dope for the culture.
Yeah, and that's why I say I respect both of them. I mean, like, I love both artists, honestly. And I definitely got deep into like the behind story of everything too. But in all honesty, like I tip my hat off to him because that really was like for the culture for sure to put their differences aside. You know what I'm saying?
Now Ja Rule and 50 Cent gotta do it.
Man, somebody else said Ja
Rule.
Man, I don't know if I want to watch that.
Nah.
I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of different things. I don't know what's gonna happen out there. That's the best one.
I don't know where they're gonna go from there though. Like,
I don't know how they gonna top Gucci and Jesus.
That was crazy.
That'd have to be like they have to go R&B or something. I don't know. Then bring it back to rap.
Yeah, they do need to take it somewhere else, and they can't just do another like rapper like that. Yeah, we need to breathe a little.
How was the space in Atlanta like the next day? Would you? How was the atmosphere? Was you like moving?
Everybody was just talking about it.
About it, yeah.
Everybody had everybody was kind of like wow, like everybody watched it. There was not like anybody that I know that did not watch that live. Because, you know, sometimes you catch them the next day or whatever. Oh, niggas was watching that live. Like,
I think it was like the most viewed.
Yeah, it was the most.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
I don't know
if
anybody
never said
else
what the number was on it, but I know for a fact
it was crazy. And so I don't know how I know they be making money from it. I don't know how, but I know it's some money being
like
made.
A deal involved.
It gotta look. I know that has
some type of bag of it. You already know.
Yeah, you got to.
Of course.
Ain't nothing gonna be done without a bag involved. Yeah, it had to be a real purpose behind that movie.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So, yeah.
Big facts.
So, what's the goal for 2021?
I don't even know what 2020 gonna end like. This is it's been so much going on. You know, like I don't know. Like, is we going into quarantine again?
Did you vote?
I did vote. Not a good thing.
Well, I mean, you voted in Georgia? You voted in Georgia? Because I mean, they just.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
That's a big thing right now. So yeah, okay.
It did matter.
I think it matters.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
not that it. I feel like it mattered. Like, you know.
I still know some people that didn't vote. To be honest.
Me too.
With you know what I'm saying? But you know, I know a lot of people that did.
And I think, like, because they were saying the most people ever voted in this election. I mean, I can see why. Like, it was some crazy shit happened this year.
Yeah,
like, whatever's going to change my life.
Everybody up this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the president and stuff like that, you know, so.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit that I feel like just trying to take on. And then your personal shit going on, too.
Yeah.
Like, you bound to crash.
Niggas want their stimulus checks. Niggas want,
extra food stamps and shit. Like,
you know, it's
trying to milk.
So it's like whoever gonna do that, they vote. So I mean, I was cool with, you know, the people that didn't want to vote, but I felt like, at least for me, let me just take my ass up there and vote.
Yeah. And then too, my grandma, she was on my ass because I hadn't voted since Obama. But
my grandma was on that too. Me either.
A lot of people didn't vote since Obama. Though,
yeah,
after Obama was supposed to help you guys to keep voting, but a lot of people said forget
that
it.
Hillary thing kind of fucked me up. Like when I was like, all right, next time I'm gonna really do it. Yeah. Next time, because this shit can't keep happening.
Yeah, not at all.
This nigga throwing paper towels and toilet tissue at people.
Yeah,
How you feel about Kamala Harris?
At first I was kind of like, you know, when I started learning about her history or whatever, like with the, you know, like locking
the
people up.
convictions.
Yeah. But I think, you know, when I was listening to her, she was just like, you know, it's the system that has to change. Like, you know, I'm following the law. I never did anything outside of the law. And, you know, I do think that the system is broken. So, you know, I feel like that's what I want to get in there for, so I can help change the system from the inside, because I seen how it worked and I seen the disadvantages, and there's things that I wasn't proud of. So I respected that. Like, you know, sometimes it's shit that the president can't do, but, you know, he gotta. I'm not talking specifically about like Trump or nothing. I'm just saying like
in general.
The office.
You know, you can't just because somebody has a position don't mean they can just go in and change.
Yeah, it's
everything.
definitely like chain of command you have to go through. Like the president is just kind of like the face, you know.
And I feel
it's
like
a corporation.
Yeah, you gotta talk to.
You got your people behind the vault, you know. Then you got that face that will go out there. And
You gotta go before the House of Representatives and you gotta do
Congress and all that stuff.
I feel like it's good to that she at least said that, because now we just got like, let's see. You know,
that's where I'm at. I'm like, now we don't have no choice. I mean, we gave him his time, so now let's see.
We definitely did.
If our vote is really going to make a change, or if it's gonna slap us in the face. So
I mean, because I don't know if I would have been cool with another 4 years or whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't think so. My 10-year-old told me he wanted to vote so he can get Trump out.
Damn.
It's a lot of kids talking. It's a lot of kids talking though.
They did their thing though with that TikTok thing, you know.
Right, that's what I say. TikTok, like that's.
They did their part. They did their part.
Are you big on TikTok?
No. I mean, I be watching it and shit, but like, I come from the
That's how I feel. Like I'm not up on the new video things like TikTok and Triller and all that.
I don't do it, but I mean I don't talk about people that do it because I see them. I be like, okay.
I mean, yes,
it's cool. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel like you just gotta find ways to promote yourself that kind of fit your personality. It ain't for everybody to just like, crank up a dance and. Like people can do that all day. I'm just not a person that's with cameras in my I'm not. But I like watching other people. So.
Yes, I say it's entertaining for sure.
Yeah,
my kids do enough of it.
They be doing TikToks and stuff.
She on TikTok too.
For dancing? I'm posting it
I might do a little video or something, but nah.
Which one you do?
I did a Friday. TikTok.
Oh no, I saw that. That's hard though. I like that. That was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope. Like, you could act.
I appreciate
You might want to get in a movie or something.
I mean, I was trying to tell somebody over there in the background, you need to hook me up with a video, or I ain't gonna say no names, you're nasty, but okay.
Oh, nasty got you.
Yeah,
I'm not nasty.
He's a good guy. He'll do it.
Nasty got you.
But
of course he will.
Yeah. So you say you'll be in the town until Monday?
Sunday.
You got any other plans for Thanksgiving?
I mean Thanksgiving I'm going to everybody's crib. I got a plate here.
All your family down here? Most of your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any back in Atlanta?
Do I? Well, my cousin moved out to Atlanta with me. Recently he moved out there. He be doing like YouTube reactions and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so I saw him he was down here doing the YouTube reactions. He do them to like Korean pop songs and stuff, and it was completely different from anything I ever heard.
Yeah, that's different.
And I saw his views going up. Yeah, and his views be going crazy. So I was like, look, if you want to move out here, I can help you build up your YouTube. You can get the equipment. I'll help you get all the programs you need. I just listen when I see stuff like that from people in my family. It's like. I be relieved because I'm like, damn, okay, cool. I don't have to do this shit by myself. He figuring out a way that ain't got shit to do with me. Let's just do this together. I'm gonna help you how I can because I've been carrying this load by myself. But nigga, you do these Korean pop songs, and I'm gonna support this shit.
Yeah,
that's real.
It was crazy to see the amount of feedback he was getting from that. So how now he got his own setup with his lights and. Green screen, all this, he's definitely made a lot of changes to his production and stuff, and it's paying off for him. He got his little Patreon; they be paying monthly to watch him react.
Oh, he in the game.
Yeah, he
lit.
Korean fans don't play.
Yeah,
I'm like, I did a reaction. I'm in there like, oh shit, what's this? I didn't know what they were saying. I'm in there like, oh, I love this. It was dope though, just to see if people would gravitate to it and stuff, and it got a lot of views really quick, and I didn't really post it nowhere. Yeah, but they
Speaking
of
reaction, I already said reaction. That Timberland, how did that Timberland come about?
Just started rapping to his stuff, you know what I mean, and he just started posting me on his Instagram page.
That is dope.
And,
that's dope.
That's
I love how
Shout out to
celebrities
Timberland.
they're doing it because what was his name? Roten.
Rotimi. Is it Rotimi?
From Power?
Yeah,
From Power?
Rotimi.
Yeah, he posted
What's
Whisper.
that? I got an artist, a Nigerian artist named Whisper. He posted.
Oh, he posted.
Yeah,
man.
Shout
out to my artist Whisper, man. Yeah, he posted. It was dope.
Yeah, like just for him to post me on the page, I was like, damn, like that's another level of legend. It ain't like just a regular celebrity.
Hell no.
This is like
you go.
Timbo the King. And so I was tripping out when he posted me at first time. Mm-hmm. Then he posted me again, and then like they asked me to be a part of Timbaland's Beat Club, which is another, like a collective of artists and stuff. Like he's coming out with his own platform, kind of like BeatStars.
That's lit.
And so
you're a part of that now.
I'm a part of Beat Club for sure.
Accomplishments. After accomplishments. That's lit.
I'm just trying to turn it to the next level, man. I just want to
you
see
definitely
everybody
doing
win.
that for sure.
I'm trying to keep going. Because this shit is stressful too, I ain't gonna lie.
I need
some more edibles.
It wasn't,
I need some more edibles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't really the edible person, but
Yeah,
we got the edibles for you.
Hey, holla at me.
We got the edibles for you.
Y'all got my number?
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
It's up now. So
We got you. So I know like dispensaries around here, and then Atlanta ain't really got.
Is it legal out there?
No.
It's not yet. It needs
What?
I know it's not. I know.
Oh, I got mad. No.
Realness came out.
Nancy put me on some cool dispensaries. I don't want to say his name no more in this interview though, because I done said it too many times.
That's all good. We know he was there with you.
No, that's it.
Listen, he's probably the most interviewed person we've interviewed on this since we
I don't want to talk about him no
more.
Because Nasty's consistent. When you consistent,
I don't know if you heard.
You stay on the seasons when you consistent.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad you here, because wait, season 4, y'all gonna be like,
don't put him on no more.
Don't put him.
No. So once this interview comes out, he gonna hear that I gave him a 10-minute story about him. Giving him credit or props, but I don't like.
Oh yeah, he wasn't here for that. You're right.
Yeah, but I'm sick.
I kind of feel like that's why he's here like that. He's seen us on live. He was like, "Oh, they say my name."
Yeah, pulled up, right?
Yep.
Something wrong.
Just in time.
Yeah,
that's it though. Please don't say his name. Please.
I'm gonna say Bobby Brown. You
Don't
know who
say
I'm talking about.
Is there anybody that else you want to collab with?
Yeah, I was gonna say like what would be your
like in general or here?
Yeah, like in general.
Yeah, we go mainstream.
Yeah, like I always say that I love Kehlani.
Oof, yes.
She just super dope. Like I love her music.
I just love her style.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, everything, all the tats, like the dress, the way
I didn't know nothing about her until I started DJing in the strip club. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, they play Kehlani in the strip club?
I mean, it's one of the most requested. Shout out to Night Trips, man. Night Trips
Tulsa. Shout out to Night Trips.
Oklahoma. But yeah, they request Kehlani a lot to dance.
That's crazy.
I would have never thought that.
I thought you guys said
Oh, okay. I see
what's that song with Ty Dolla $ign? Nights Like This.
Yeah. That's my favorite one.
They do.
In the strip club though?
They do hella tricks in that song.
Nights Like
Hella
This?
tricks. Hella tricks.
Hey, listen.
Hella tricks.
That was my feelings on that song. I don't know how I want to see.
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm gonna bring you when I get your little section, you know.
I'll go through that. Are you gonna play Kehlani?
Hey, I'm gonna have to.
Okay, cool. But yeah, her.
Kehlani.
Drake. You know, like just regular, like, T-Pain.
That would be
I want to work. He just seemed like fun to work with, and he's like super.
I love his energy.
Yeah, like I would love to work with them three for sure. Off top, but
It's lit.
Tulsa, I want to work with everybody. Everybody dope.
So you know a lot of producers down here in Tulsa, or?
A lot. I don't know if I know a lot.
Yeah.
Like right off top, I'm sure that I do when they're in front of me. But like just off top, like I worked a lot with Vince Lamar.
Okay.
You know, 2 Piece. I know about 2 Piece.
Right.
He had sent me some beats, and I did some tracks to him, but I didn't put them out. I don't think they like you know, because I've been just working on dropping singles and stuff.
Okay.
But he had sent me some beats, and you know, just I'm definitely looking to work with more Tulsa producers, more not even just Tulsa, like Oklahoma producers, because I was born in Muskogee, so like it's a lot of artists that's doing their thing out there too that I want to link with. But you know, I grew up here in Tulsa, so that's where the base of like everything is. That's the the people I know that I kind of went to school with, all that stuff. So, but I just want to touch base with everybody.
So you seem like a very dope, positive person, man. They don't lock in
Very
with you.
nice. I'm very
They don't lock
nice.
in with you.
Sweet. I'm kind-hearted.
So I heard you was a baller.
I knew this thing right here was about to say some shit. I say I'm nice, I'm sweet.
Nobody would know. Nobody would know he laughing.
I don't give a damn. He
Y'all just point. This nigga around here.
here.
Cause I'm sweet.
You might be sweet or something, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna lie. She said she was a hardcore baller, so I'm like, I know she out there.
I'm a little hardcore.
She got a little,
Nah, I think what's hardcore
too
about
sweet.
me is just like I'm like stubborn. That's it. I'm stubborn and
I think all
stubborn and sweet. Okay,
creative
yeah, sweet first, then stubborn.
Okay.
So don't you gotta get the order.
You got a
Sweet,
big heart.
yeah, huge.
That's
Stubborn
dope.
is like at the bottom.
They gotta know that about certain artists.
Exactly.
They gotta know that.
Yeah,
Because
nah,
they gotta
but
know they can touch you, or they can.
Well,
If somebody see you, like, do they feel like they can approach you, or like?
yeah, I don't even think people be like even thinking that. But like when I see people that like, may have like known me or seen my music or whatever, they just speak like regular or whatever. It ain't no like crazy,
like fans.
No, nothing
That's
like
dope,
that.
though. You ain't got no
It be
crazy
some
fans.
weird people that
Have
be
you
like
ever had like a crazy fan moment though?
crazy fan moment. Just weird messages and stuff like that.
DMs and stuff.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
weird stuff like that, but not like.
I didn't realize how creepy niggas really was.
No, niggas is creepy.
Then
I'm finna
you
say,
start
you heard
getting your
about her
face out
messages?
there.
I haven't heard about her.
Oh, you gotta watch season 2.
What kind of messages you got?
Niggas was gonna do sex shows.
She has
and-
What you
messages.
mean, like?
She just has her
Oh, they was wanting
her
to
messages.
X him out, and we do like exclusive, little late night.
After dark.
After dark with just be type.
Just be after dark.
Yeah, it'd be.
And-
Ooh,
What did you say? Did you respond?
No, that's just for it. That's my best. My grandma always said, if you don't have nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So
What about OnlyFans? Have you?
I'm
No, I'm not asking you. Have you thought about doing OnlyFans?
I'm about to say, hold on, have you?
Somebody else
No.
pitched me that idea, but I don't know. I'm thinking.
You on OnlyFans?
No, I'm not on OnlyFans.
I just had to ask.
Okay, what was your question?
I forgot the
I'm just
question.
I'm
No.
just saying, females put their feet on OnlyFans and stuff.
Would you put your feet on OnlyFans?
I mean, I wouldn't, but if you got pretty feet, I'll put them on because shout out to
No, I'm
Stylez.
saying you like what girls like to see.
Me personally, I'm thinking about doing OnlyFans, so I'm gonna do like ass and titties. Like I'm gonna do like go around like showcase different,
Show different at. Oh,
show different ass and titties. Yeah.
But I'm saying, what if they wanted you to see your toes? Would you do it?
But they want to see my toes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people will want to pay for this shit, but I mean,
Hey,
You
don't
be
know.
I mean, I got some cool toes. But
He said I got some cool.
I mean,
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is that?
my
Like,
toes.
What's
7.
cool?
I get my toes
That's
7.
cool. That's cool.
I get my toes 7 because I'm an athlete and I work out. So
Yeah.
I ain't
Okay.
saying I'm out here looking like Shrek, but I ain't out here, I'm
You
good.
ain't
I
just
get
coming out
pedicures.
there.
I get a good pedicure, every
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Once a month.
You might can make some money on OnlyFans.
I don't know about my feet though. Like, I don't know about that though.
Niggas is
I
making
don't know.
feet. Niggas is making hella
That'd
money
be
on
hilarious though.
Hey.
Hey.
Michael B. Jordan said he gonna make one.
I saw that.
Fruit and shit.
When did I
So,
see that?
With fruit.
He
He
was
was
on
on
an interview. He was
Jimmy.
on. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel, one of them.
Yeah,
One of the Jimmys. Yeah, he's something about.
Yeah, he's gonna make a fans only page.
I try to just say it's
OnlyFans.
only with females, but I know guys out there doing shit. So.
No, it's
It's
I
niggas
thought
making
it was
a lot
out
of
there
money
with some
just
good
talking.
videos out there.
She when we found out she got her monthly subscription.
Listen, Listen, don't worry about what
She already got. She got Michael
The monthly
Jordan on
subscription,
the
that's what kills me. Be so cheap. Like, why don't I just drive up and just give you the $20? Like, it don't make no sense.
No, because then
The
you
monthly
gotta worry about
subscription.
niggas stalking you. Niggas
Yeah, a
worry
nigga
about
want to
your
give you
house.
$20. I don't want it.
I don't
A
want
nigga
it no
driving to you to
more.
bring
Just
$20.
go.
Keep it.
Subscribing $20 a
Have
month.
it. Keep it. I don't need it. Let's go get
Just see y'all twerk for 2 seconds. That'd be hilarious, boy.
What?
Girls be getting it in.
What?
For like 2
That's good for
seconds,
them.
making hella money.
Yeah, what's that one girl named
They do.
Sukiana?
Yeah.
She said she retired. She bought her a Rolls Royce,
Oh yeah, she made her bread. It's like she done.
and she said goodbye OnlyFans.
I mean, like I said, when it comes to that COVID, some people are getting blessed.
B. Simone just
Some
started making
people-
one.
I just saw that
Yeah, I
too.
saw that. So I'm like, hey, everybody making one.
What B. Simone do?
She just made one too.
OnlyFans.
Nah, I didn't think B. Simone would do that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't either, but
Why?
She just got that meal, so I'm like, she don't really need that.
Where'd she get a meal from?
Shit, her business. She just got that meal.
Oh,
She like saved it. She didn't actually like, you know,
Oh, she saved it?
yeah. Like,
Oh.
what it was she was saying that her goal was to reach 1 million by 30, without her touching like other money and having to pay people out and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. She wanted to profit 1 meal. You know
Okay, that's what it
so,
was.
yeah, that's what she did off of her.
Shout out to B.
beauty
Simone,
line.
man. She was real
shout
cool.
out to B. Simone.
Shout out to her. We interviewed her.
Y'all
on
should put her
season
OnlyFans at the
1,
bottom
right?
of the thing to promote her shit.
What would you do?
yeah.
What you gonna do with your first meal, Alex? What you gonna do?
I don't know, man. It's
You
so
gonna buy
much
your
shit
grandma
I
house
wanna
like
do.
you said?
I gotta do shit for my grandma because she
Facts.
be on me, yo.
When you said that, I felt that I was like, I want to buy my grandma house too.
Yeah, no, oh, that was what I was about to, oh, like, I know what you're talking about. When I was younger, my grandma had lost her house, something with, you know, like, she was just behind on the payments and they ended up having to sell it and stuff, but it's gone now. I went by there, it's nothing there. Whoever had bought
They tore
the
it
house
down?
and stuff, yeah, it's just land. I'm like, damn, that hurt.
I gotta, that scares me. I gotta get my grandma
Yeah,
house.
you need to get it all.
I gotta go back to the hood and get it.
Try to get in that real
See,
estate.
that's what happened. My grandma house. She got behind on it, and yeah, she
And
had
lost
to,
it.
yeah, she had to. Well,
That
really,
shit hurt,
she had an
man.
option to either give it back or sell it. Because
Mhm.
she's been in it for like over 30-some years. So I guess they call themselves paying her back what she paid on it. You know what I'm saying? Let
My
it go.
grandma didn't get nothing. And it was just one of those things like, damn, I wish I was in a position.
No, but I felt that because I do want to get my grandma house. 'Cause like you said, that's where all the memories. Like I grew up in that house.
Yeah.
And then my kids,
all of us.
you know, they was conceived and you know all that in that
Hold
house.
on,
So,
grandma.
Oh no, but I definitely want that house because it's right there in the hood. Like that's our foundation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and like you said too, like with breaking the curses, like if we can hold on to anything, you know what I'm saying, that can make you always still feel close to home. I definitely always want to do that. You know?
Yeah, because my grandma, well, I have 2 grandmothers' houses that are still available and still, like, you know, no matter how old those houses get or how weak the damn wood get or whatever, it's just like going back there, it just made me feel
Grounded.
yeah, like just like I know who I am again. Cause I'm like, damn, what if I came home and wasn't able to go, or nothing was the same, you know,
Yeah.
nothing was what I remembered it to be. I don't know how that would feel. So I'm just trying to preserve as much as I can while I have time and the opportunity to, because after that it's like you're just gonna come back home and it not feel like home at all anywhere. So I'm just trying to make sure that I do what I can so that I can, you know, be able to pass some stuff down, or, you know, when they pass stuff down to me, I'll be able to maintain the shit and just keep it in the family. Because we don't have shit that's like been, and now that I asked y'all if I could cuss, I've been cussing a lot, so I'm gonna stop. Because now I'm getting too comfortable.
That's what we said.
No, because y'all don't want my comfort. But we just don't have stuff, in our community that's been in our families for generation after
Handed
generation.
down,
Yeah, we don't. It ain't like, oh, my great uncle from blah 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 had this and this has been in our family.
And still have it to show for it.
We don't have that stuff. Like maybe like some things are, rare, but for the most part, like, in the past, like things have been lost and we haven't been able to like recover it. So it's important to keep some shit.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely big. I definitely agree with that though. That's why it's like, that's my goal. I'm getting
Keep
on
some
my
shit.
house
Yeah.
You got to.
I pray both of y'all get,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to get that land where hers was at. My other grandma, that one's cool. And, the other two is cool. It's just like,
That one, yeah.
that one hurt.
Yeah. I can get you on that one too. Yeah. So.
Well, let's just say it's a little Alexis Renee out there, man, watching you right now, looking up to you, trying to figure out.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I got kids out there.
I'm about to be like, do you know?
How
No,
did that happen?
you got you a little fan out there right now, man, looking up to you, trying to figure out how can I be like her? What I need to do? Like, what's the best advice you give that person?
I would say, man, just keep trying to better yourself, better your craft and stuff like that. Because like when you think about it, as long as you stay in line with what you are meant to do, like everything else will fall into place. You just got to do what you do best, and all the pieces will, come together. Like a lot of people are. When it comes to music, I'm not just talking like in general, but with music, if you are dope at writing, just keep writing. Become the best, and then there's somebody that's gonna eventually step in and help you on the management side or help you with the promotion or whatever. But you just gotta be consistent at what you do best. And I think that recognizing the people that are really there to genuinely help you. Because I feel like a lot of the things in the past, like sometimes, like I remember just feeling like I looked at people as like an exchange of favors. Or sometimes like us as artists feel like, we're the celebrities. And I don't mean that in like a, whatever sense, but like more so it's all about me or it's all about the artist all the time. But it's not, because the producer that you work with that's helping you create your sound is just as important. The engineer that makes your stuff is just as important because without them, you wouldn't sound like that. And without the, the people behind you that's pushing you and stuff, like that's just as important as like you getting on stage and performing. So it's important as artists and stuff to really treat those people with respect or appreciation. If they doing stuff for you for free, when you can, throw them some money, because shit, artists are broke, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially before you start making money in this business, like, you broke. Even when you start making money, like me, all the money I make, I just put it back into the music. I don't even, like, enjoy it. I don't even know what the fuck it feel like because I just I invest it as quick as I get it because that isn't gonna do nothing for me right now. Just like enjoying it and spending, like, what is that gonna do? It ain't enough to just like chill out. So I just take it and invest back into like better equipment, more promotion, getting on different platforms, stuff like that. But invest in yourself like that. Everything that has happened for me that has been something like I could put in a portfolio or on a resume or whatever is stuff that I invested in myself, put my own money on there. Me and my team put our money in ourselves. And those are the things that have gotten me far. Not like knocking on people's doors asking them if they could help me. That ain't never really, got me nowhere. Because people want stuff.
Yeah. They definitely look for stuff in the team. But it's always good to have a support team, though.
For sure.
Because you're sure not going to get far by yourself. So
nah.
It definitely takes a village.
Everybody think they can do it by themselves. No, it definitely don't happen by yourself. If you see, do y'all know who Fujiano is? Mm-hmm. He's an artist out in Atlanta, and like, if you seen him, you're like, damn, this nigga's like taking off. He got, he's doing all this shit by himself. and he's super dope, and I really like fuck with his movement and stuff, but like they really got a big ass team behind these people that are like, you know, doing all his videos, making sure they in the studio, taking pictures. Got a whole marketing team with, you know, I just say him just because I was, you know, I was able to like see the behind the scenes and stuff. I don't know him personally. I just know the people around. But that he's just one example, and every artist needs that, because like I used to try to like wear all the hats. I mean, still do shit, but it's easier if I let stuff go. Like if my manager is trying to manage me, leave the nigga alone. Let the nigga try to manage me.
Yeah.
To produce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard, but shit,
You're learning.
I'm sweet.
Well, that's about it for me. With
That's it.
need nothing else?
I mean, I guess just one last thing as far as music.
Mm-hmm.
We can go to what's next. I mean, any new
Yeah, I know you
projects?
said you got a couple of singles. And
Yeah.
Projects
whatnot.
coming, things like that.
Yeah, I'm doing the Rax video. I got you know, it's kind of crazy, like how things work out. Like when I said I dropped Rax like a year ago, I didn't drop the video to it, and every song I dropped a video with it, and I didn't drop this video for whatever reason. And it's just, you know, God's timing that it's like, oh, now it's on this video game. I'm gonna shoot the video now, and I don't know if it would have had the same impact if I would have shot it before, because it would have been a different feel. So I'm gonna shoot the video to that, and I'm gonna just keep, you know, dropping videos. I'm gonna, you know, come out as much as possible to work with all the, you know, artists out here, bring them up there. You know, I got some really dope collabs with some people that y'all are familiar with, that I'm gonna be dropping as well. So I mean, it's just gonna be, we're just trying to, you know, take it one step at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and not like get so caught up in like where I want to be in 10 years or whatever. But let's just take one step at a time. Let's just make everything better than the last thing.
You still with Empire? The Empire?
Yeah, I still got the
Shout out to
distribution
Empire,
bill,
man.
Empire.
That's dope.
Sure.
Shout out.
Yeah, they
dope.
brought me
Okay.
some money in.
That's
So
dope.
pretty cool.
Well, you are definitely making some good moves, boss moves. For sure.
I'm just trying to like make sure that I don't get caught up in like, you know, the wins, and just stay focused on the work, so that I don't, you know, a lot of people get caught up in that place of where it's just like, I've done this and I've done that.
Yeah.
I try not to really think about it like that, just because I don't want to get comfortable, you know, in certain wins. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Well, once again, man, it's been a pleasure. Season 3,
Likewise.
our first official guest.
Oh, I'm the first on
Yeah.
season
First
three.
official
Alright.
guest.
This
in
is our
season
first
3.
official episode.
I appreciate that.
It's been
And all
nothing but
that.
love, man. I appreciate you coming through, man.
You gonna show off the banner, or you gonna wait?
We do need to show the name.
Yeah, we do.
You got
We
the
need to show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show the banner.
yeah.
I'm gonna show the banner while I listen to Rex. How about that?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
I'll show the banner while I listen to Rex.
Definitely spent some money.
we spent some money.
Man,
Do
talking
I
about
get to see it?
talking about
Yeah,
the
we're
best
gonna show it
artist.
to everybody, you know.
See the banner?
Yeah. It's my right hand. All I do is send him pictures, logos.
And he ain't doing it.
You know, we trying
I got
to
you.
get things done.
Yeah, look at that.
So,
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Niggas just take. Oh, you just come on.
where B go? Hold on, where'd she go?
Nah, I like the progress, man. Like I said.
Yeah, man. Just trying to
Point out whatever you want.
Yeah, shout out to Local and Legends. That's one of our sponsors.
Local Legends, Jayla Sean.
Jayla Shine,
Got Rumors, gotta take you by Rumors, get you a little fit.
Yeah.
What's rumor?
Rumors a little bit cheap, I'm gonna bring it
Yeah,
down.
it's out there about moving.
Get you a little fit.
Yeah, I need to put me up.
Look at your girl looking at thick on here. Okay.
Only
Yeah.
fans coming soon.
Only fan. Oh, Lord. She gonna show up though, man. She gonna-
You said what?
What she gonna show up?
Oh.